Hey everybody, this is Mike coming to you from Vero Beach, Florida, actually on the campus of Indian River State College. This is the Vero Beach campus, which is called the Mueller campus. Taking a look at the library today and my mode of transportation. Today's vlog, we're at the Laura Riding Jackson home place here in Vero Beach, Florida. As you can see on the inscription, Laura Reichenthal was born in New York City and studied at Cornell University. She was a poet, renowned author. She married Time magazine poetry critic Schuyler Jackson, and they settled in Wabasso, Florida, 1943. Now this home was transported from Wabasso, which is about 7 miles north of here, to this current location. This being a historical landmark. What's going on, guys? Vero Mike's here, coming to you from Vero Beach, Florida, right here. Taking a bike out for a little spin and looking at this old home. An excellent example of Florida cracker architecture. These homes are prevalent all across the state of Florida. Windows and big porches for everybody to sit outside when it gets really hot. So let's go check out the house. There seems to be somebody here, but I'm not quite sure if it's open or closed. So let's go find out. Got the Walmart special bike here as we head into the Laura Jackson house. These little libraries are prevalent here in Vero Beach, but this is a interesting one here. I guess it opens from right here and you take a book. The Emancipation of Evan Williams, one book in the library. A house built in 1910. An example of Florida vernacular or cracker architecture. And this is where the house used to be. The term cracker probably derives from the cracking of whips by the original settlers driving their herds. This sound is still heard today on Florida's cattle ranches. Very interesting. Employing what we might now call green technology in a time before air conditioning. The Florida Cracker House was designed to take advantage of natural cooling. It's funny because I actually grew up in a house that's over 100 years old down in the Old Northwood section of West Palm Beach. And we still have no central AC in that house. And I just asked permission if I could film here. We have a little relocation plaque here, how they moved the house from Wabasso. And this is her, Laura Jackson. My husband and I were let be left alone to do the Floridian version of the nature of nature, which I think is an essential universality and let be. All right, we are denied though, because this is closed, but we can take a look in here at the old house and the porch. The house here has been really well maintained as far as landscaping. And a little back area over here. Oh, this is nice. Oranges and definitions. Now here's a picture of Laura and her husband in 1948 as they ran a grove, citrus grove. And here's Laura in 1927. She was born in New York City on January 16th, 1901. She studied at Brooklyn Girls High School and Cornell University. It's funny because my grandfather was born in Brooklyn in 1898, I believe. So he was a little bit older. I wonder if they knew each other. Who knows? Who knows? Really, really pretty back here. Really well done with all these little trails back here. You have no idea that this is back here. So this is on the campus of the Indian River State College, which is a 4-year college here. We've got some back area benches with some plaques that were dedicated, and they have some of the names of the families and some quotes. A writer only begins a book. The reader finishes it. Poetry makes you laugh, cry, be silent, makes you know that you are alone in the world, that your bliss and suffering is forever, shared and forever all your own. Huh. Really beautiful back here. It's pretty cool that they moved this all the way from El Paso here to Vero Beach. I mean, it's really not that far, but to move a house, I guess it's a pretty big deal. I know back in West Palm, there has been some Addison Meisner homes that have been relocated. And we have a little garden here. And a little rainbow brick area here. Gonna have to come back here one day when the house is actually open and do a little filming, but I have the whole place to myself right now. The maintenance guy just left. Very nice of him to let me film here and walk around. And you've got a little covered area here with some picnic benches. Let's take a walk to the back of the house here. See if we can see in these windows here inside the house. Oh wow, look at this old kitchen. Okay. This is definitely from the 40s or 50s here. Seeing the old gas stove right here. And the ironing board. Okay, that's pretty neat. Hello, Laura, are you home? Nope. Let's go in for a closer look over here, see if we can see through this window. It appears that the house has been left as is from the late 40s, 50s. So it's really cool. So this is a really cool place to go. We have a Florida hibiscus right here. It's a beautiful flower. Thanks to Dr. Jacques Jacobs for her leadership in preserving this house. As we take a look here, pretty cool, pretty strange place to put it right in the campus of the State College. And I bet you a lot of people don't even know this is here or even come over here. As we're looking at some cocoa plums here. And there she is. Laura Riding Jackson. From Brooklyn, New York City, right here. All the way down to Little Vero Beach, Florida. The house, the college, and my bike is still there. Just want to thank you for hanging out with me today. This is Vero Mike. Thanks a lot for subscribing if you're watching. If you haven't subscribed, it's so easy. Just hit that little button and subscribe. I want to thank everybody at 550 subscribers right now, which is pretty awesome. I know I do mostly Disney stuff, and I want to do more surfing stuff. Surfing in Florida, I find, is really hard because we never really get really good waves. Anyway, there it is, Laura riding Jackson historical home here in Vero Beach, from El Paso to Vero to the State College. Gonna jump back on the old bike here, the old Walmart special, the Huffy. This thing's like pretty hardcore to pedal. Hopefully the chain doesn't come off. All right, guys, Vero Mikes.